Hello everyone, this is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. Aloha from Hawaii. Today I want to talk about 6 reasons why people don't buy from you. I started initially as a salesperson simply selling products for a living, and eventually I elevated to another level where I was managing other people how to sell. I was selling not only on the product side, but also selling on the opportunity side. And ultimately, I graduated and got to the highest level of the game, which is selling vision to thousands and 10,000s of people around the country. So it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you are. We are selling to someone every single day. Now, unfortunately, there are a lot of people who want to get into the game of selling and want to become successful at it. They spend so many hours to try to become great at it, but for some reasons, they stagnated. For some reason, they plateau, and ultimately they give up whatever they're trying to sell. So today, I want to discuss, some of the major reasons why today people don't buy from you. So it's not just about you selling. It's about, do you understand what are some of the leaks? What are some of the major reasons that turn people off? What are some of the reasons that not getting you off to the ground and eventually become great in what you sell? All right. The first reason is simply because you didn't ask them to buy. That sounds kind of crazy, but it is. How many times have we seen someone try to sell something, but they never talk about their products? Many, many times. Because they are embarrassed that people say no to them. They are afraid of rejections. They are afraid of that people thinking that they're too pushy, right? So they want to sell, but they never even open their mouth. I've seen it all the time. I've seen so many salespeople today, they are not even proud of what they sell. The other day, I had a friend of mine, we were sitting down having lunch, and this gentleman is running a business. And one of the things that he said to me was kind of profound. And I want to share with you my response to my friend. He said to me, he said, Jack, I know you're very successful. You're doing extremely well now. But you know what? I am not as successful as you are because I am not as pushy as I should be. I'm not as pushy as you are. You know what my response to my friend is? I said, look, man, I feel sorry for you. If you don't even 100% believe in what you do and what you sell and the value you're providing for your consumers, that's the reason why you're not successful in selling. Now, selling is nothing wrong with selling if you're truly adding value to other people. So, key component number 1, in order for you to become successful, you got to constantly open your mouth and letting people know what you do. That's the part of selling. That is actually the first step of selling. Reason number 2 why people don't buy from you is because you don't follow up consistently. Understand this. Most of the big sales does not come through the first appointment or even the second appointment. It comes through on the 4th or 5th follow-up. That's what I'm trying to say, all right? Most people after the first appointment, second appointment, and the client say maybe, they haven't said no to you yet, you already give up. You're not going to be successful in selling unless you're consistently able to follow up. Now, people say, when do I stop following up? Well, to me, there are only 2 reasons why you should give up on a sale, why you shouldn't be following up. The first reason is if the client is no longer living on this world and they died. And the second reason is when a customer look at your face or on the phone and say, do not bother me again because I'm not interested, right? Until then, you follow up every single time, every single month. Send them a text, send them a voice message, send them an email. Because it's all about timing for people, right? Just because they don't want to buy from you right now does not mean they're not going to buy from you 6 months down the road. Many of my big sales, many of my sales throughout my career come through after 4 to 5 follow-ups, and sometimes it comes a year later. So you always remember, you got to have a new pipeline of new consumers every single month, new leads, new people you're seeing, and have another pipeline is what I call follow-up pipeline of people who say, maybe, not right now. Very simple. You simply consistently follow up week after week, month after month, until timing is right for them. The reason why people don't buy from you is that you are selling to the wrong market. I'll give you an example. Today, you are selling Ferrari. You are a salesman for Ferrari. You're going to, people who's 80 years old, and you try to sell them a Ferrari. What is the chance for that individual to buy a Ferrari from you if they're 80 years old? The gentleman is already about to retire, right? So you might not be on the right market. And imagine you were trying to sell a multi-million-dollar mansion to a college kid who's still in college. They can't afford to buy the multi-million-dollar mansion from you, right? Understanding your target audience make a huge difference of your success ratio when it comes to sales. Now, I'm in the insurance business for over 20 years. When I first started, I was 20 years old. I got my insurance license at the age 21 years old. And for the first 6 months, I almost died out of this industry because I was talking to the wrong market. I was trying to sell to people who's at my age, who are like me. They didn't have money. They didn't have any dependents. They just simply want to go party every Friday and Saturday night. But after 6 months, I realized I was in the wrong market. Then I learned and adjusted myself, and I learned how to talk to older people who have families, have kids, have children, and eventually my business took off after I made some adjustment on the market side. And the fourth reason why people don't buy from you is that they don't understand you. Understand that. People don't understand you, they're not going to buy from you. Being a salesperson is having the ability to compress and condense a presentation or conversation from 5 hours to 1 hour. All right, from a 1 hour presentation, can you condense it to 30 minutes? Can you cut out all the fat and get straight to the point? And if your presentation today, if whatever you're trying to sell today is not 1, 2, 3, step 1, 2, 3, then people might not understand you because it's too complicated. The more complicated you try to make your presentation, the less likely you'll be able to sell that particular product. So you got to make sure that you manage to learn and master a sales presentation as simple as step 1, 2, 3. And of course, besides the how-to, you got to know your product inside out. You got to know, what are the value of it? What are the strength of your product? What are your, disadvantage of your product? You got to understand it inside out. That comes down to, are you being competent of what you're selling? Number 5, when people don't buy from you, it's because they don't like you. All right. And a lot of people say, well, I'm a good guy. I'm an honest person. I'm a good man. I'm a good girl. Why don't you trust me? Remember, before anybody can trust you, they have to like you first. Imagine the first car you bought. Imagine the house that you purchased. Think about it. The salesperson who sold to you, why did you buy from them? Was it just immediate trust, or was it more of likability first? You have to like a person first to have a chance to know that individual, right? So remember, likability always comes before trustability. So in order for people to like you, remember this, personality is your luck. If you want to be successful in selling, smile a little bit more, have fun, relax a little bit, be nice to people, say thank you, appreciate it, you are welcome. Those are all part of what? Personality. When you have a live personality, people will start to attract to your personality. And when they attract to your personality, guess what? They're going to start to like you. Once they like you, the door is open. Now you can do whatever you need to do next to present whatever your products, whatever opportunities you want to offer to that consumer and to that individual. The last reason is they don't trust you. You don't want to be a one-night stand salesperson. There are so many one-night stand salespeople in this world today where they simply want to have a one-night stand with you. They want to sweet talk you, get your money, sell your product, and everything ends over there. I don't believe in that. When you want other people to trust you, it takes a long time. Your words got to match your actions. You got to keep your words. You got to keep your promise. When you're a consumer, when anybody needs you, you got to be there for them. For a long, long period of time, if you're consistently doing that, then people will start to trust you. I gave you 6 reasons, simple, but yet so true, why people don't buy from you. So work on some of your leaks, work on some of those things that I just talked about, figure out which one are you lacking of and improve on it. And once you got this 6 down and you improve on it, I promise you, you'll become one of the best salesperson in the industry, whatever you're trying to sell. Okay? I hope my message today is simple but clear. With that being said, I want to see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.